There are those days when you're a fresher, it's your first or second job, and you have to resign. You often end up messing things up. I've been there. During my first job, I was really fresh. I didn't know how to resign and never spoke to anyone about it. And I outrightly went and wrote a resignation letter. I, of course, researched a lot, picked up some really good templates. I was really grateful and thankful, but still, it left upsetting my boss. Why? I had a really good rapport with my boss. Even then, she was really upset on seeing my resignation letter. The reason is I never went ahead and spoke to her. I never shared my discomfort that I am not really liking XYZ in my job. I right away went, got a job, and resigned. It was really hurtful to them. And what I figured after that first resignation is this is not how you're supposed to behave in a corporate setup or in any setup. What you're supposed to do is, even before resignation, you're supposed to go and even before you're planning your resignation, you're supposed to go and talk to them about what are the things that are discomforting you. Is it that you're not liking something about your role? Do you think that now it's time for you to grow? Are there things that your boss can do to help you level up? Or do you want a salary increase? You are supposed to go and speak to your boss, even if there is something like you don't really like what your boss is doing and you want to discuss things out. It's something that you should do before even planning your resignation. Once that phase is past, you know that there is only so much that can be done. It's time for you to move on. You have found a job, and then you're going to your boss for resignation. What you're supposed to do is book some time on their calendar, discuss with them that yeah, you tried, they tried, and maybe it's best for you to now move on, and discuss out how you can help them transition through this phase. And yes, after that, you go and draft a nice resignation letter. What do I mean by nice resignation letter? It means you go, you thank them, because remember, this is a long term rapport. Even though you're resigning from this company, this boss, the other companies will always keep coming back to these bosses for your recommendation, for your feedback, for their feedback, etc. And as such, in general, if you have worked with for such a long time, you would be grateful, you would want to thank them. So yeah, let's get to writing your resignation letter. You thank them for the time that you have spent in the company and under them, and then you talk about how you can make this transition smoother for them. You also make request if you have if you want early release or something like that. And yeah, something that you shouldn't do is you shouldn't talk about where are you going, that side of sort of personal information. You shouldn't be talking about grievances in your resignation letter. That's a complete no these are the conversations you should have had much before resigning. These are not for your resignation letter. You're not supposed to discuss what kind of compensation you're going to get, or that you're joining competition or things like that. You keep it super professional. And what you should do is, if you have given good service, you should go and ask for recommendation letter so that you can share with your future employers. So that's all on how to resign in a way that you don't upset your boss. You maintain a long-term relationship. I wish you all the best in your next job. And if you have any queries, to comment below. I make sure that I respond to all my comments. See you in the next video.